Hey everyone. Uh, so coming on live here now to talk about this full eclipse that we have coming up. Um, I don't know a lot about astrology, not here to pretend that I do, but what I do know is that life has been crazy the last little while. Um, Especially the last 4 days, like sleep has just been not there, which isn't always there for me, but it's just been weird. It's been really different. Everything just feels off, more so than normal. And I just wonder how many other people out there are feeling the same way. Just like what in the actual frig is going on in life right now. So as I was out for a walk this morning, I was listening to some stuff on YouTube, and there's a few things pop up about the eclipse. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder. I know the moon and the stars and the sun, and I know everything is all energy and we're all energy. And I wonder if something is tied in with this eclipse coming up and how crazy life has been in my head and in my soul and in my heart for the last little while. So I come across, first thing I want to point out with that is when you go to YouTube and you look up stuff on the eclipse coming up, it's kind of scary. My suggestion right off the bat is stay away from those posts. If you're going to go looking, stay away from those ones that are talking about the end of the world and this bad stuff is going to happen, and all the fear kind of stuff that is really easy to get into on social media. And just use your gut and find some, if you want to dig a little deeper on the full eclipse, find some ones that are just more talking about how it's affecting our soul, how it's affecting our bodies, how it's affecting us as humans, and not so much on what catastrophes are going to come, because that's not what this is about. This isn't about spreading fear. This is just about realizing, holy crap, what's going on in the universe has a profound effect on what's going on inside our bodies right now. So I just want to take a little bit of time to share some stuff that I have discovered. And the first, I do have some notes because I don't want to get sidetracked, and even though I'm sure I will, but the first thing I want to say is I want to talk a little bit about, for those that don't know me, first of all, I'm Jennifer. I'm a average person who's just out here sharing my words and my journey on mental health struggles on this journey. And yeah, I do mantras every day. I'm the purple and gray haired Nana of the internet, and I'm just a messenger. And what I'm doing right now is just giving you a little bit of background. So 2024 started off as kind of I thought it was a good year, and then things just kind of went crazy. I had a friend who was in the hospital for months after an accident through no fault of her own, and that was really weighing hard on my head, because I'm dealing with depression, I'm dealing with all these things, and then I look at my friend who's going through this, and then there's just all kinds of highs and lows. In February, my relationship ended, which is still to this day still is a struggle. I was with my partner for 7 years, and it was an amazing relationship. And I'm not here to bash him. I'm not here to say anything bad about him at all, because I think our journey just kind of came to the point that we were growing apart in certain ways, and we needed to end. Unfortunately, we didn't end it probably quite as civil and as kind as we both had wanted to, and we're trying to, be okay, or at least I am. Sorry, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I'm trying to be okay with how it did end, and just accept the fact that the universe has put us on two different paths. And I'm telling you this story just a little bit because it kind of falls into what's been happening with this eclipse that's coming up. So this eclipse doesn't just have an effect on us on the day of the effect, like on April 8th. Um, this these eclipses and these things that happen in the universe, they affect us for long before it happens and long after. So as I discovered what I was learning today, I'm like, this makes a whole lot of sense, because life has been extreme highs and extreme lows, and both of them I'm very grateful for, because if it wasn't for the lows, I wouldn't have had time to dig deeper. I wouldn't have been made uncomfortable and forced to look at my inner soul, look at my body a little more, look at my mind, look at the life I'm living. Is it truly the authentic life that Jennifer Young was put on this universe to live? And it really wasn't. And that was an eye opener. So the eclipse is, seriously, folks, it's messing with us in monumental ways. And when you can understand that, it's really not quite as scary if you're willing to do some self-reflecting and to take some downtime for your soul and just breathe and just know that sometimes when life is beating you like crazy and you just feel like it's just too much, just stop. Just breathe and look around. Maybe you living for yourself, or are you a people pleaser? Are you trying to do things for everybody else but not yourself? And if you're not loving yourself, that might be part of the issue right there. So, okay, here's a bit of what I discovered. This celestial event, it's affecting our lives, our sleep, our souls. Um, and like I said, it's fascinating. I find it fascinating to find out how this universe and this eclipse is weaving its way into our lives well before the actual day of the eclipse. So if you've been feeling a bit off, if you've been feeling a bit sluggish, if you're not sleeping as well, if your emotions are even on a crazier roller coaster than they normally are, it's okay. Friends, what that is that's the eclipse energy. It's building up. It's preparing us for significant change, a time of significant change. Things are changing in the world, guys. And we can either choose to change with it, or we can just ride it out. And either way, it's your choice to do what you want to do with life. And if you are looking for change, what I didn't realize is that although change can be good, it can be damn friggin' hard. It can be hard on the soul. It can be hard on the mind. It can be hard on just on your whole entire being, because it's it's forcing us to look at what we're doing with our life. And if we're not living our authentic life for us, what are we really doing? Um, so it's really like the universe is just giving us a massive heads up saying, brace yourself, folks. Um, get ready for some deep introspective journeys coming up, and embrace it, love it, be willing to go through the changes and see what comes, because the impact of this eclipse isn't just going to vanish in a day. The influence that this has is going to linger for many months before, many months after. It's going to guide us through a period of transformation and growth. We can fight it. Absolutely, we can. But what if we don't fight it? What if we just stop and take a look at our inner selves? What if we truly tune into our inner selves? We embrace these changes and the challenges and say, okay, I'm getting these challenges. These challenges are not meant to beat me down. These challenges are meant to help me grow and rise and be living the authentic life that we were put here to do. Because when we take the time to figure out what is in our heart, what is our passion, and we follow that path, things are going to flow a little more fluidly. Not to say that you're not going to have bumps, but they're not going to hit as hard as if you're trying to force a square peg into a round hole. And that's something I look at a lot of times. If something isn't working out in our life and we're trying and trying and trying and it's just not working, maybe it's not meant to be right now. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it can be anything. It can be relations. It can be anything at all. But if it's not working, I think it was Einstein or whoever it was said that insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So if you're doing that in life, maybe is this eclipse, is this time now where you take a step back and you look at yourself and you say, okay, what patterns, what do I keep doing that I need to shift, that I need to change? Because friends, this eclipse is the time to do it. I'm going to post a link down below. It's quite long. But I found that it just brought so much clarity and explains so many things about what the celestial events and the eclipses can do and can bring and what they stand for. And it's really exciting because it's a new birth. It's a new creation. It's rising above. It's learning about ourselves. It's accepting that sometimes things we have in life aren't always meant to stay. And that's okay, right? Because everything that we face is just a situation. we ourselves put the label on it being a quote unquote bad or a good situation. So if we just embrace every situation as opportunities for us to grow and learn, it doesn't mean it's going to be not painful. It's still going to hurt. But from that hurt, you can find ways to let go of the fear, let go of the doubt in your life, and live from a place of love and trust. And just trust in the universe, trust in God, trust in whatever that higher entity is that, or just trust in yourself that you have the strength in you to get through whatever is coming your way. And it's not coming your way to beat you down. It's coming your way to open your eyes and to help you learn and grow and become the best person you can be. So, like I say, I don't have a whole lot of experience on this whole stuff and I still don't fully understand it, but the video I'm going to share really goes into a lot of practical everyday examples of what this eclipse is doing. And if you don't want to take the time to watch it, that's okay. Just know if things feel really crazy, if things feel out of control right now, my friends, it's okay. It's not you going crazy. It is just life evolving. It is just the universe doing what it does. Its energies, don't fight them, work with them. All right. These energies, these obstacles, they're all here to help us be better people. So as we carry on this journey, I hope that this was helpful and I hope it might make you feel a little less, coco loco and a little more gentle with ourselves as we embrace the change. And if you ever find yourself looking at life and saying, what is going on? Why am I struggling? Or why is this so hard? Take a pause, take a break, and look at what's going on in your life. And maybe even look at the moon cycles, see what's going on, because it has that effect, folks. It really does. So remember, we're all on this journey together. If you have something to share about your eclipse or your astrological understanding and some, profound moments that you've found that might be helpful, drop a comment and let me know. Or even just drop a comment and say hi. I'd love to have some feedback and some interaction with all of you lovely folks. So we're all on this journey together. Let's support each other through these tough and transformative times. Keep looking up and keep looking within. And I'm sending you much peace, love, and kindness as always, guys. Love to you all.